Hey there, welcome to day 3 of the 5 Days to 5X, your online visibility, engagement, and sales challenge. And I'm Julie Herndon. Glad to have you back. In case we do have some people that have just joined, so I do want to say a couple of things to just get you to help you catch up. So in the Facebook group, you will find day 1 and day 2. Every day there's 2 posts. There's the PDF post, and then there's the video post. So you can find them in the units on the left-hand side. So for that, day 1 was get personal, and day 2 was get engaged, and today is get current. And by get current, what we mean by that is we're going to use current events and national days, birthdays, holidays, local events, all of these types of things to find ways to get social and make connections online. So we always start with a daily affirmation, and today's is I'm an outgoing and magnetic entrepreneur who will use current events to make new connections and attract my ideal customer who will want to work with me. So say that a couple of times. Obviously, using current events isn't as challenging as the get personal, but I'm going to give you 5 great ways to use these, and probably some that you haven't thought about. So, and again, basically what we're trying to do is capitalize on these current events. They're shared a lot. They get a lot of traction. So you want to create your own posts around those, and you want to comment on other posts, especially like Facebook events that get shared and that kind of thing. There's comments on those. So that's a great way to meet people. So the tips for using the current events are, first, we're going to talk about special events that are geared towards people. So obviously, Facebook comes up and gives you everybody's birthday. So if you're not already doing that, be sure to wish everybody a happy birthday. It doesn't take just a second. You can do it, and you can just do a happy birthday. I like to, for the most part, I either do a background and wish them happy birthday, and I use an emoji, or a lot of times I'll use a GIF, and the GIF just gets traction. People see it, so I like to use it as much as possible. So some other special events to wish people, you've got anniversaries, you've got birth announcements, you've got any type of work accomplishments, anything like that for I guess if graduations, you can congratulate people for their children, activities, things like that. So any way that you can capitalize and make genuine, and don't be just, congratulating people, that you're not genuine about just for the sake of, posting 3 or 4 times a day. So be sure that you're being genuine in these, and stand out in the feed, especially, like I said, with the gifts. Those really tend to make a impression. So another way is local events and charities. Obviously, Facebook has Facebook events that you can comment on, but there's also, if someone shared an event, or if there's a local event, let's say your local farmer's market, let's say you're in the fitness industry, you can create a post, like if you happen to go to the farmer's market, shoot a selfie with some vegetables, or talk about how great the farmer's market is for sourcing organic. Work it into your niche. So that's a great way to do that. Obviously, if you're a network marketer and you have events that you go to, like parties or big national events, be sure to share, what's going on there, get people excited, and commenting on your posts. Another way is charity. Charities post fundraisers, things like that. Get behind a cause and share it. Put your 2 cents worth in, especially if it's something that's in your niche. Let's see, holidays are another big one. Most of the time you're capitalizing on those, I'm sure, but There are, like this was just, this past was Veterans Day. So in Your Social Plan, we actually highlight all of the holidays. We give you images for those, as well as the national days. But the holidays, a good way to create your own, brand it, try to make something, even if you use what we provide, you can make it your own by tinting it, putting your spin on it. And then national days. So if you're not familiar with the national days, I'm sure you've seen them online, but you may not realize how or where they come from. So nationaldaycalendar.com is one source for getting those. In the Your Social Plan planner, let me pull that up and just show you. So this is the planner that we put out every month. It's got lots of stuff. All right, scroll. And you can see actually a recap. Oh, let's stop right here just a second. So you can see a recap of the monthly images. In the planner edition is only $25 a month, and it comes with like 41 images, and 10 of those are monthly images. So like Veterans Day, National Day. We have a Hello November that we put out, and it's in that. You ask an engaging question on that. We've got a post prompt for that. We also have a Who's Celebrating in November. So you can do that every single month. So at the beginning of the month, you say who's celebrating a birthday or anniversary, and let them comment, and then you thank them, and hopefully everyone else will join in and thank them as well. It's a good way to recognize people, make them feel good, and that's a prime way of using a current event or a holiday to promote. So some of these other ones like Cyber Monday's coming up, Black Friday, obviously there's a lot of events coming up quickly. But so those are some of those. We do fill in the blank, invite to your group. Let's see. There's the calendar of there's tons and tons and tons of national days, but we pull out some of the ones that would apply to most anybody. So not everybody, but a lot of people like coffee. So Cappuccino Day, Stress Awareness Day. So if you're a busy entrepreneur, you can, post something for stress awareness. All of these that are marked here, we actually provide images for and post prompts for. Let's see. So there's, a weekly calendar. All right, this is what I wanted to show you. So here's the example of Happy November, who has a birthday or anniversary this month. And then when you click this, it's actually going to take you to the image to download it. And here's part 2. So national days and holidays. We actually source these from several different places. And then we can link you back to the National Day calendar here. So on the first of this month, there were several. So every day usually has 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. It just depends on the day. There's also national monthly observations and international. So national observations and international observations. So let me flip back to here so we can scoot on. Actually, we'll wait and talk about that, because today I did pull a couple of examples for you. Today is November 14th. It's National Pickle Day. So I did, I don't have it pulled up here for you to see, but I did a pickle post that I'll post up under this video. But basically it's like, love pickles with a question mark, and it says dill or sweet. And there's tons of ways to work, a pickle post in today. You can do just a simple green background that says pickle lover, yay or nay, and just do it as a straight text with a background prompt. So it's also National Spicy Guacamole Day, National Educational Support Professionals Day. There's only 3 today, which is really, really rare, because there's typically 5, 6, 7. So there's also the national, what I just mentioned, the national observations and international observations. So some of the national observations this month, and how you want to use these, if you can work these into your business or personally. So there's Adopt a Senior Pet Month. Now, obviously, that's not quite a business post, but everyone loves pets. So you can highlight a story. You can have, find a free image on Pixabay. This may be one of the ones in the planner that we actually give you an image for. But if that's something that is near and dear to you, That's another way to get personal and use a current event. So, and if you ask a question, you can do all three. So, you can ask to work in the engage. You can ask if they've ever adopted a senior pet, or if they have a senior pet, like I do. I have a Jack Russell Terrier that's almost 15 years old. So I could actually show a picture of him, and play on that. There's also Movember, or No Shave November is a big month for the guys that don't shave. There's National Gratitude Month. That could work for anyone. You could do a challenge in your business that is a way for them to post. Oh, let me back up. Let me think about this. So you could actually post on your page or group an accountability post, and it could be a gratitude post, and then encourage people to come back. They respond with their name, and then the first, like day one, what their gratitude is. So something that they're grateful for. Have them come back every single day and post another one. The engagement that post will get would be phenomenal. So especially if it was done on your page. So because you're encouraging people to come back and post on that. So there's lots of ways that you can really utilize these types of posts to, that are kind of a roundabout way to get a lot of engagement. And that's the name of the game, really. We're trying to be social, and then we're trying to get seen where people like and comment on your posts. The reason for that is because it will open up the algorithm. Those people that comment regularly will see, or even not so regularly, but they will see your other promotional and personal posts. So not just these that go really, really viral. You're training Facebook to show them to them. So two others are National Alzheimer's Disease Month and National Peanut Butter Lovers Month. There were probably 30. I just pulled a few that I thought, could work out. Again, I know I did an example if you were in the fitness earlier, but because I'm just going to use it again, but the National Peanut Butter Lovers Month. So there's a big push for healthy fats and nut fats and that kind of thing. So if you're in fitness, you can work that into the mix. So, all right, so that's your 5 ways. I'll recap really quick. So special events like birthdays, anniversaries, be sure to comment. Even when, I didn't say this, so you post on their timeline, but a lot of times a family member or coworker or something like that will post, comment on that one as well. It's putting you out there. You're commenting on their post, so they're more likely to engage with you in the future as well. The local events and charities, how to work those in. Obviously holidays, everybody's pretty good at that. And then the national days and national and international observations. So today's assignment is to create a post around an event. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be any of these examples. It can be the pickle example. It can be something on the month. If you want to look at the other ones, it's nationaldaycalendar.com to get some other ideas for the monthly. Then, just like the other days, you're going to copy the URL of your post. I had it in yesterday's video, but basically you just go to your post on Facebook, right-click on the timestamp, time and date stamp, and then post it on this video, or you can post it as a standalone post inside the group as well. That's perfectly fine to do. Then step 3, you're going to comment on some of the others that are getting posted so that they can gain some traction, because these are posts that were posted either on their profile or their page. So when you comment, as long as it's public, I've had a couple of people say they can't see posts, and it's probably because they're not public. But comment on what you can and help people out. Then the last thing is, just because I'm trying to get you in the habit of doing this, is go to a group and answer a question today. All right, and so last but not least, every day is ending with this, but it's basically just a planner, and it just shows, which I opened it today, but it just shows that the national days are on every single day. And something that we didn't talk about that I do want to, that I need to go back in a pen and put in this PDF are the the daily hashtags. So every day, because these are current, and I actually want to show you one other thing actually. So these hashtags that we're pulling, primarily would be great for Instagram and Twitter, but also if you just do one or two on Facebook, you can get away with doing these as well. They just add a little character to your post. Facebook hasn't really caught on with the hashtag trend, except for in groups, because you can use it to find topical content. But with this, I always teach for hashtags on Facebook to make them funny, to make them long and funny. So something that you know, like, well, this isn't long and funny, but like for the pickle one, like you'd do like pickle lover, or I love pickles, or you know, something that's just a play on the post. All right, and so last thing, because we're talking about these hashtags, I do want to jump in. This is the dashboard that has the content integrated. So there's two things. Every day you get at least three posts added every single day, and they have, remember, we have an inspirational post, and here's an example of that. And then you have an engaging post, and that would be, this is a holiday post. This was on the 15th. It's tomorrow. It's National Recycling Day. I'll pull that up just so you can see how this works. So if I hover over that, so Happy America Recycles Day. So we give you a prompt here. We actually have it scheduled for you. Basically, all you have to do is hit schedule. But this was the other thing I wanted to show you. So we have, in here, we have collected all of the hashtags that you've used in your posts. So you can see I've used success 2,870 times. All right, so I could just quickly run down through here and click some of these, or I can click templates here, and I can make templates for hashtags that I use a lot. So let's say if I have a Thursday hashtag bank where I put like 3 different Thursdays that would be good for any Thursday, Thursday thoughts. I can't think of 3 off the top of my head, but I have a whole bank of them. So, and you should too. So that's another training that I have, is to create banks of these. We're going to cut this because this video is getting really long, but I just did want to show you that these hashtag templates can save you a tremendous amount of time and get you a tremendous amount of exposure on Instagram and Twitter if you use them correctly. So capitalize on the current event part of the hashtags by using those: Tip Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday. So work those into your post. So last thing is, if I go to this media library here, just wanted to show you some of the other images that come with, that pertain to day of the week. So let's just go to November. So we've got these fall bonus images, and you can see it's going to take a second for them to load, but there's at least 30 of them. Then we've got November holidays. So these are the 10 that come with the planner. They'll load. My internet's going slow, but the 10 that I showed you in the planner. And then the day of the week, this was the other thing that I wanted to show you. So if you're at a loss for something to post, we always have, Thankful Thursday. So that was the one I mentioned a minute ago. It says, you say Thursday, I say Friday Eve. So you get an idea. And you can publish these right from here. So anyway, sorry for this extra long video today. I just wanted to show you just some of the ways that we're trying to show you how to use current events, days, anniversaries, birthdays, people getting promotions, local events, all of those ways that you can actually make your social media feed current and something that, even no matter if they're in business or not, that they want to interact with you. So alrighty, so back to the challenge page. Be sure to download this so that you'll have it. Come back to this video and post what you did today, and stay tuned for tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching.